Hi everyone, please hit subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification button. Welcome to What's Puzzling You? This is a channel where I want to talk about the struggles and the triumphs and all the things I hate FragileX. I can't stand it and nothing works to alleviate his symptoms. No, it isn't inspirational for my life or great for my child. You're hating everything right now. Distraught. I feel you. So grab your favorite beverage and let's talk. I've just gone off the complete rail, but I just have to share. Let me tell you. Hey guys, welcome back to What's Puzzling You. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me. So a friend sent me a video that T.S. Madison did, and if you follow her on Instagram, she responded to a comment that she made about an individual on a Delta flight, and apparently that individual had some mental health issues, allegedly, and that person had to go on the plane, try to break into the cockpit and make that plane go down with all those innocent people on this plane. So she commented on her Instagram that, hey, if you're gonna kill yourself, keep that at home. Do it at home. And people just have gone nuts about it, apparently, because she had to come back and make a video explaining herself as to why she said that. Sorry, but this is what she said and she meant it. So I really respect that. And, you know, I feel that if you... So, okay, first of all, 2 flights, 7 days apart. These individuals try to make the plane go down because they want to commit suicide. At least that's what... I haven't read any of the articles, but that's what she was saying. So let's just say that that's what happened, and that is exactly, you know, how it went down. These 2 individuals went through TSA. First of all, they thought about, hey, I'm going to go to a destination that I can fly to. I'm going to get tickets. I'm going to go pack my bags. I'm going to plan all these things. And maybe I have mental health issues going on all at the same time. Maybe little hints, maybe little voices. Maybe I got a friend. Maybe I don't have anybody telling me or anybody taking care of me but myself. So you have all this mind power to make this choice to get on this plane. You've gone through all the checks to try to get to that gate. You've had all this time to think about it. I mean, just think about even if you plan an overnight trip, there's some type of plan. You got to run to the store. You might have to get some gas to drive to the airport. There's a lot of time in between. And you've been thinking about all this. Whether you have a type of illness where someone that's not really there, someone's not really there, but they're talking to you and you think they are, but maybe you're aware that they're not, but you know they are because you hadn't taken your medicine. Whatever is going on, you were able to buy that ticket. You were able to go through TSA. You were able to wait here for that speaker saying, hey, Group A, now boarding. Group B, now boarding. You had no problem boarding that plane with all those people. And then here you're going to come and decide that, hey, the right time to handle my crises and off myself with all these other people around me. And don't tell me a mental illness can block out the fact that you are surrounded by people. Now, maybe those people look like trees to you. Maybe those people look like aliens to you that's gonna kill you. I don't know. But that's when you find somebody to help. You don't take down the whole plane and try to murder all these, whatever it is that you're seeing around you. Or if you just having suicidal thoughts, if that's exactly what it is, you just want to kill yourself. That's about you, only you. You can't blame anybody for that. And you can't use mental health as an excuse to take down a plane full of innocent human beings, from old to little goobers. Nope. I don't care. I mean, my daughter has special needs. She has several diagnoses that can make her go eat it on you. But guess what? I'm doing my damnedest to try to mold her, have all the resources for her, have all the help for her, that she knows how not to be an asshole like that and make a plane go down just because she had a bad day. There's no excuse. We all have stuff going in our head, and there's all kinds of levels. Some of us are here, some of us are up here, some of us are way, way up here. And that's okay. That's okay. It should be perfectly acceptable to have a mental illness. But what is not acceptable is murder or violence, unless, that brings me to my next question, or my next point. Is there any other excuse for murder other than self-defense? I mean, we don't excuse in court if there's an accidental death. You still get charged. Otherwise, if you wasn't defending yourself, there's no excuse for it. Your mental state is no excuse. I don't see it. Unless somebody can get on here and tell me that all of a sudden this person just knew that there was nobody on that plane, nobody around to kill other than himself or herself. They really just thought they were harming themselves, not everybody else. And even then, I want you to be punished. You can't just be running loose because of what's going on in here, murdering people or injuring people or hurting people. No. So to finish where I left off earlier about T.S. Madison's about this person with mental health allegedly should have stayed at home if they were going to decide to end it all and not bring down a plane full of innocent people that have nothing to do. Whether you were angry at all of them, you really think they owe you something. That's a lie, and they don't. And in court, you're gonna be charged for murder, plain and simple. And I completely agree with that particular law in the justice system. There's a lot of them that are messed up, but that particular one, you kill somebody and it's not in self-defense, you gotta pay. And that's that. So what else? Let's see. And then, okay, so people were accusing her, of T.S. Madison, of causing this other incident that happened. These incidents were 7 days apart, and they were apparently similar per her video, that, both individuals allegedly wanted. So they were both trying to break into the cockpit and crash the plane. And they're saying because of her comment, her insensitivity to someone trying to murder everybody on the plane, that telling them to go home and handle their business was insensitive, and it caused them to make that decision to end it all. I can't. Think about if you were on that plane and you knew someone, a close relative, it was your brother, your sister, or just someone you knew had a mental health problem, but you didn't know it went this far. You didn't know that this was the day, okay? They had gone through, y'all planned a trip, y'all got on the plane. All of a sudden, they get up, and they're trying to murder everybody. Are you going to feel the same way and say, oh, it's okay that you chose to crash this plane. We excuse you because of your mental illness. You were having a bad day. No. My daughter has bad days. Do I excuse her for beating the crap out of me when I go to Target? I do not. I get pissed. I get mad. I judge her like any other human being. Diagnoses or not. It don't matter. Violence is violence. Murder is murder. With or without things going on in here. We all got things going on in here, and we can all deal with them. I mean, you don't think I want to commit murder sometime? I am a parent / caregiver / all the things / therapy taker / find a new therapy / find new services / try to deal with all these behaviors that I never got taught how to manage or deal with, because this is all new. This is new to my family. This is new to me. I don't know, all these things that come with FragileX and autism, developmental delays. Like, it's very overwhelming, but I'm not going to decide to take the ship down, to take a whole plane down, or take a whole neighborhood down, or walk into her therapist's office and just, I was driving down the road the other day, like T.S. Madison says, she said, all of us has thought about ending it at some point. Maybe that's true, maybe not. I don't care. I know I'm in that bucket. Because sometimes you just want it all to stop. But I'm not going to say I need to stop everybody else on this road while I'm crying and having a mental breakdown. No, I'm going to pull my butt over and get a grip or handle my business on my own with nobody else around. Okay? I'm not going to bring the world down with me. Whether I love them, hate them, it don't matter. You don't deserve to die just because I have an issue with being here. It's my problem, my choice. Can't blame T.S. Madison for the choice I made or for anybody's choice to end it. That's their choice, their sole choice. They do the act, they premeditate it, all the things. Unless you can prove otherwise, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Don't just say words, bring it on. Have some proof, have some experience, something. Don't just blame something on somebody just because you're not happy with it or you're sensitive about it. Sensitivity is not proof. It's a feeling that you get from something that was already there before that person even said it. It's selfish. I want to say yes. Especially if you're leaving behind people that count on you and you're not leaving them with I don't know. If you're leaving them like that, they have to deal with the aftermath. And I think a part of taking your life is taking your life a selfish thing. I think it can be. I don't know all scenarios, but I think generally when you leave people behind that way, they have to deal with the aftermath. You're gone, but they're in a world of devastation. Or if they are left that way, then yeah, I'm gonna label it pretty selfish. I mean, it's a self act. You're doing it to yourself. But point out if you think it's not, and why you do. I'll be happy to talk with you about it. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So I'm with T.S. Madison. I don't think that her comment was insensitive. It was in fear. I mean, now, I'm trying to get on a plane to California in a month or so, and now I gotta worry about somebody, tackling the cockpit, and I hate that, having a mental illness shows up this way. That's the people that get on the news, Mental illness is a serious thing. Depression. I have depression. I have anxiety. I know people who've been diagnosed with bipolar disease, many other things. With FragileX comes a lot of anxiety, aggression, and just a lot of things going on up here and in your body. And all that weighs on you, and it's traumatic. And then you have the actual traumas that happen to you. It's a lot. And so you should be on top of your mental health. And I pray that you have somebody helping you. Pray that you have a village helping you recognize, hey, don't get on the plane, don't get on the bus, don't go shoot up nobody. Go talk to your professional counselor or therapist or someone who can help you get the help that you need, because you got to fight for your life. If you don't want to fight anymore, you have fought and you're done fighting, don't bring us down with you. Don't bring my baby off down on a crash plane. Don't do it. Don't do it. That is the message we are sending out. Mental health awareness. Be aware. Put aside your, oh, that was mean, that was too sensitive, and just be aware. Quit focusing on what T.S. Madison did say or didn't say, however she said it, however I'm saying it, and go focus on your neighbor or your relative or your friend who has mental health issues, and help them out. And make sure they don't get on that plane with that kind of attitude, okay? Or that kind of plan. We need to be watching each other closely. And we need to not put people to shame when they say, I have a mental health problem. People want to just scoop religion on top or scoop behavior on top and blame on top and bury all of what that person's going through on all of this stuff, but they don't want to look at the mental health issues and try to treat it and try to help this person get restored to some kind of functioning, happy, healthy life as best as they can get with what they got going on. So people with mental health, don't be ashamed of your mental health. You're taking care of yourself. If you've gotten that label, that means you've got your insurance paying for you and for what you need. So get back to the doctor, get what you need, and listen to the doctor. Listen to, if you're surrounded by people who are hating your mental health situation, and find the people that will love you through it. You don't end up on a plane wanting to crash it and, Not to say that people with mental health want to do that. They may just want to hurt themselves, and that sucks. So, there are people out there with mental health that are thriving and doing and pushing and fighting. Just like I'm fighting every day for my mental health so I can raise my child and get through all the ups and downs and roller coasters of Fragile freaking X. It's not easy. I go through an airport with massive anxiety because I wonder, how are we going to get through all these stops and all these checks and all these things? Like, when I get to the TSA part, I'm just like, these people rub me the wrong way. My kid's going to feel my attitude. She's going to feel their attitude. Then she's going to hold up the whole line. She's like, I'm not moving until everybody gets an attitude check, attitude adjustment, so. And then she's squealing and screaming on the plane and just all these noises freaking me out. You know what? You just have to deal with it to get help. I've gotten help for my mental health. You get your help, and we just stay on that course of feeding ourselves, feeding our mental health, whether we have labels or not, feeding it with, things that will help us grow and want to live, be here, and contribute to the world around us. Think I'm insensitive? Come on, tell me about it. And if you have something to say, bring it on. Thanks for watching. This puzzle piece is offensive. First of all, I apologize. I have a disease. I have FragileX. Well, I have the premutation. Because my daughter has been diagnosed or was diagnosed with FragileX syndrome, I've been through many emotions. I'm not ashamed of that. It's not something to be ashamed of. Autism's not like cancer. It's not a disease. That's just uncalled for. You fan my flame. Anyway, hit subscribe, make comments, good, bad, ugly, in between. Hehe.